Roman like a Roman till I read Romans chapter 3 verse 23. Read the report, yeah, we all falling short, ain't touching his glory. End of the story, filthy rags in our bags, no reason to brag, no reason to boast, but the coach still doing the most. Without the host, we all burnt toast, needing that sacrifice, needing that bread of life, talking minute to the head, last supper talk. This that last supper walk, walking like I've been roaming through Romans chapter 3 verse 23 till I read the report, found we all falling short, ain't touching his.
Peace, family. Welcome to the journey. I'm Just Ron, the Promised Land Consultant. You know the motto that I live by around here, which is I'm dedicated to serving you from sun up to sun down. Dedicated, family, to seeing you planted, growing, and manifesting in your promised land. And family, as you've already seen from the title, today's message is about staying humble so you don't stumble, family. As you go through a few things, as you fight through a few things, as you come out the other end victorious, family, remember that one of the tricks of the enemy, even though he might have lost that battle, the war is to get you propped up. The war that he's waging against your soul is to make you feel like you're somebody, to feel like you can do it on your own, to feel like you can do it better than anybody else. See, the number one trick of the enemy as you're getting to your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, that promised land that I love to speak about every day, is to make you feel proud, is to make you feel lifted up, is to make you feel like Lucifer did right before he fell, like he could do it better than God, like he could rule and judge better than God. And that's what happens to a lot of people as they are on the way to their promised land, as they're in the wilderness, or when they come out of the wilderness, they feel as if they are better than the Most High. They know better than the Most High. They can make better decisions, and they know what's best for their life. But it's the trick of the enemy, family. Stay humble so you don't stumble, family. You have to watch it as you come out of those hard situations where you thought that you wouldn't make it, where you were praying, where you were seeking his face, and then you make it out and you stop seeking him because you think it was all you. Yeah, in those moments you were on your knees. Yeah, in those moments you were crying. But now that it's past, now that it's gone, now that it's over, all you're thinking about is you. All you're thinking about is yourself. And it's easy to become puffed up and think that you are that, but you ain't that. I promise you, as it says in Romans chapter 3, verse 23, we have all fallen short of the glory of God. We are all counted as unrighteous. We have all sinned in some way, somehow. Somehow we've all missed the mark or haven't hit the mark. And we have to remember to stay humble. If we stay humble, when we come to God, we will beat our chest and say, Lord, I have sinned. Father, help me, have mercy on me. And then we will extend that mercy to other individuals who need it. But when we become proud, when we think that we are more than what we are, we don't come to God broken down. We don't come to God begging for his mercy, begging for his righteousness, begging for his goodness. No, we come thinking that we deserve it. And that's where we start to slip. That's where we start to fall. That's where we start to lose it. Family, remember, as you are on your way to the land of riches, don't let the enemy puff up your ego. A good person that is an example of this was the king of Babylon by the name of Nebuchadnezzar. When he had peace, when he had built up his kingdom, and it was when he had peace, when he had built up his kingdom and it was beautiful, it was one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Hagen Gardens of Babylon. He said to himself in a moment that There's no one like him, that he was God. I forget the exact inscription. I'll look it up as I always do and stick it on the screen. But the moment he said in himself that, hey, I'm it, I got this, it's about me, I'm that, I'm him. That's the moment where he fell. That's the moment that God turned his mind into the mind of an animal and he was eaten from the ground. You know what I'm saying? He was once a king, and then God gave him the mind of an animal. He gave him the mind of a brute beast, family. And it's those moments where the lower vibrations tell us to lift ourselves up above the energy that got us where we were. We have to know what energy brought us through the hard times. It wasn't your energy. It wasn't you. Yes, it may seem that it was your actions and how you moved during those moments that got you to where you wanted to be. But in fact, it was by the grace of the Most High. It was by the grace of the higher energy of this life that holds everything together. Everything was made through him, and by him, you made it out of that situation. So remember, family, stay humble so you don't fumble. Once you come through those battles, don't think it was all you. Know where your help came from. As you get to your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, remember, it's about being humble. Family, I'm Just Ron, the Promised Consultant, dedicated to serving you from sun up to sun down. Dedicated, family, to seeing you planted, growing, and manifesting in your promised land. My prayer for you today is, as you're going through those battles, as you get those scars, that you don't look in the mirror and say, hey man, you're it. You got it. Ain't nobody like you. Can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody break you down. No, family, I know that you are going to stay cemented in the book. You're going to stay cemented in the word. You're going to stay cemented in his presence and know where your help comes from. That you're not going to rely on yourself. You're going to rely on him. That's it, family. I hope each and every one of you have a blessed one until we catch each other in the next one.
You're Roman like a Roman till I read Romans chapter 3 verse 23. Read the report, yeah, we all falling short, ain't touching his glory. End of the story, filthy rags in our bags, no reason to brag, no reason to boast, but the coach still doing the most. Without the host, we all burnt toast, needing that sacrifice, needing that bread of life, talking minute to the head, last supper talk. This that last supper walk, walking like I've been roaming through Romans chapter 3 verse 23 till I read the report, found we all falling short, ain't touching